And go ahead and get comfortable. We've got a great conversation to have here. CW's Penn and Teller's show called Fool Us that gives magicians a chance to perform their best tricks and try to fool the world-famous duo.
Wow. March 29th, Jim Vines, who is a magician from our area, will be on the show. He joins us now to tell us about the experience. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So you're from the area?
Well, I perform a lot in the area.
Yeah.
I live in New York City, but I perform at Smoke and Mirrors Theater here in Philadelphia a lot.
Fun.
So, yeah.
And when did you start doing magic?
Oh, when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
A kid in the lunchroom at school made a quarter disappear, and I was hooked.
And you were like, I got to do more of this.
That was it, forever.
I love that.
So you have a 7-minute magic act. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And, you know, I know you're not going to give away any of the details, but tell us about the 7 minutes.
Right. I don't want the magic mafia coming after me, so I have to keep all the secrets. But for 10 years, I worked on this very special, original magic act using pure sleight of hand, and I entered it into magic competitions around the world. I know it sounds weird, magic competitions, right? But we have something called, we call the Olympics of Magic, FISM, and it takes place in different places around the world every year. And I actually won first place, FISM North America, champion of close-up magic with this act. Took 10 years to develop, and that's what I did on Penn and Teller. So we'll see how it goes.
Wow.
Now, did you grow up as Penn and Teller, you know, fans?
Oh, yes.
Right?
They're two of the greatest magicians who have ever lived.
That's true.
And the brain power between the two of them to figure out magic, it's just impossible, you know.
So you're going to be on Penn and Teller's show. How are you feeling about, you know, your performance on there? I know you can't spoil it for us just yet, but what is it like for you as a lifelong magician to even be on the stage with guys that, you know, you've been watching for so many years? It
was incredible. It was a dream come true. We shot the show a few months ago out in Las Vegas at their famous Penn and Teller's Theater on the Strip. 1,700 seats. You know, 10 TV cameras, a little intimidating, but I was up for it.
A little more intimidating than these two right here.
I don't know, these two are pretty intimidating too, but yeah, it was an amazing dream come true, and I have to tell you, I was nervous that I would be nervous because I perform all over the world, but this is a moment where you think, oh, maybe I'm going to get nervous, because I'd seen professional magician friends of mine get out there and start shaking, but you know, once I got on that stage, I knew I was destined to be there. Everything went great. I was just really excited.
So the premise of the show is what? That you do a trick and they try and figure it out? Or
exactly. Right.
Oh,
they try to bust the magician.
So what kind of trick did you do? I know your 7-minute magic program, I guess, is all sleight of hand. Did you do sleight of hand, or did you take it a little bit farther to try to impress the pros?
Sleight of hand, 35 magic effects in 7 minutes. It's just like bam, bam, bam. A lot of magic really rapidly, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you have to tune in to see, because I think it's so much fun.
I was going to say, like, this is going to be so fun to watch on the CW.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we'll be back in just a bit for the 8 o'clock, or in like a little bit.
Yes.
For your next half hour, and we'll do the trick.
But Jim, before we go, doing this back at 12 years old. What's your message out there to kids that if you find something that you actually love doing, stick with it, and you might be able to get to the level that you were at if they just continue to stick with it?
Absolutely. And magic is such a great thing for kids to learn, because it gives them confidence. If you can do something and even your parents can't figure it out, or your teachers can't figure it out, it gives you that sense that you're able to really do something special. And so I always encourage kids to study magic, especially study from the books. That's where the real good secrets are.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Good to know.
All right, and you guys got to stick around, because Jim is going to be performing a magic trick coming up in our next half hour. Don't miss it.
Did either of you happen to bring a piece of rope today that we could use?
Sorry. No.
Oh wait, I got this guy.
No, leave that on. Leave that on. That's okay. You look nice with that. We'll use one of mine.
Okay.
I actually brought some rope here. I want you guys to
It looks like a normal piece of rope.
Just take that in. Take that in. Check it out. Feel every fiber, make sure it's exactly as I say. There's a solid, ordinary piece of rope. No breaks, magnets, wires, mirrors, no hidden elephants.
It is, in fact, a rope. I just want to, you know.
I'm not jump roping here, though. That's all I'm saying. Monica, do you have to bring up a pair of scissors today?
No, do you want me to? Okay.
I brought some. I was just going to say.
I'm not sure what we're prepared with or not. You've got scissors?
Here they are, my scissors. These are my imaginary magic scissors. That's what my daughter calls them. And that's important, because in order for this illusion to start, I have to be able to take those magic imaginary scissors and cut the very real rope that you guys just examined.
Okay.
Just like that.
What?
I know. It bothers me too, Jimmy. It bothers me too. Now,
that's a perfectly good piece of rope.
Wait a minute. These ropes are not equal. That's not good.
No.
We should give a little stretch. And now we have 2 equal pieces of rope.
Wow.
What? Wow. Now that is just an illusion, which means it didn't really happen. And if it didn't really happen, what we actually have is 1 long piece of rope. Oh, now
you're fooling me, Jim.
Yeah.
You're doing your job here. You're doing pretty well.
Good. Well, mission accomplished. Now, sometimes the ends of the rope cause me a problem. Never the middle, just the ends.
Yes.
So when that happens, I just take the ends off like that.
That's crazy.
At least with a nice piece of
And that
metal.
was what?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. Did that break your brain?
We need to zoom in on this. This is wild.
Don't worry. We can always pop the ends back on and start all over.
What?
I know. That's my favorite part. But one of my favorite things to do with the rope is to take the ends, place them in my pocket, and make the ends change places with the middle on the count of 3. Help me out. 1, 2, 3. Now there are the ends.
Wow.
There's the middle. And that is an illusion with a piece of rope.
Wow.
I have no idea how you did any of that.
13.
I'm going to give this to you guys to keep as a magical treasure here in the studio. It'll bring you many years of good luck.
This is going to drive me nuts.
Monica, do one of the tricks. You got to do one of the tricks. It's a magical rope. You can do it. I believe in you.
I can't do anything.
Now, Jim, before you go, what was it like again? Monica, what was it like being on Penn and Teller's show, man, for folks that weren't watching last half hour as Monica's doing her own brand of magic over there?
It was so exciting. But to tell you the truth, my favorite place in the world to perform is Smoke and Mirrors Magic Theater. April 6th, I'll be there on Saturday at 1 o'clock and at 7 o'clock. So you guys come on out, see us at the show.
Yeah,
we'll have a great time.
And the show sounds so fun, so exciting, and really cool.
Family friendly.
Different.
Exactly. We have grandparents, parents, children all coming to the show at 1 o'clock.
And it's Penn and Teller. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah. Exactly. So.
All right.
How cool are you? Thanks for being here. That was cool.
Thank you so much.
Definitely sleight of hand. That was crazy.
The hand is quicker than the eye.
There we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica.